being scattered throughout the whole world, being the greatest, being the most populous, greatest nation on the earth. You know, as the sand of the sea. You know, but go ahead, brother.
Now, let's say that was from all nations. All this, okay, let's say that's true. Wait a minute. Every nation got a blessing. They ain't get the blessing Israel got.
Right.
Esau came out of Abraham. He got blessed. Was he given the blessing that Jacob was given? No. So what? That don't mean nothing.
All right. Let me just read this. A lot. Sirach 44:19. Abraham was a great father of many people, and glory was there none like unto him, who kept the law of the Most High, and was in covenant with him. He established the covenant in his flesh, and that's talking about circumcision. All right. And when he was proved, he was found faithful. Therefore, he assured him by an oath that he will bless the nations in his seed. Okay? Yeah, Sirach 44. And it gets better. And that he would multiply him as the dust of the earth. Who's the seed you're talking about? Isaac. All right? Because it says, didn't I just say, in Isaac shall thy seed be called? So, read on. And exalt his seed as the stars, and cause them to inherit from sea to sea, and from the river unto the utmost part of the land. So that's talking about what? Deuteronomy 28:64, man. Being scattered, man. All right, and just being the most populous nation, man. 22. With Isaac did he establish likewise for Abraham his father's sake the blessing of all men and the covenant, and made it rest upon the head of Jacob. He acknowledged him in his blessing and gave him inheritance, and divided his portions among the 12 tribes that he pardoned.
This is Jude 1 and 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though you once knew this, how the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believe not. My brother's breaking down the word report. And we go into the word, the etymology of the word report. Read means to restore. And you got the word curd, which means heart. You get the word cardio, so it means restore to heart, which a heart is metaphoric for a person's mind, to restore back to mind. Because most I put the scriptures down, so we can have it, you know, to this day, and passed down to generation to generation. So it says, I would therefore put you in remembrance, restore back to mind.
It basically means that we have like amnesia. Because the scriptures talk about, you might be reading it, that we always knew this. So it's just being brought back to us, we're being re-educated back into what we already know.
That's right.
It's already built in us.
That's right. I would therefore put you in remembrance, though you once knew this, that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterwards destroyed them that believe not. That's the key thing. That's the faith. Believe it. Now there's a scripture that talks about the evil heart of unbelief. So having unbelief in the scriptures, the Lord acquire you as being a sinner, just for not believing. You know?
Yeah. So we'll like, I keep reading, we'll go like back and forth. This is pretty big. So the topic's like record, all right? So I keep reading on. It says the office committed to the prophets testifying concerning future events. What one testifies in a legal sense of a testimony before a judge. Now, like the brother just brought up before, to testify, to give testimony, only a man can do that. So what all these women out here holding whatever they're holding is not the Bible, because the author of whatever you're holding, of Jehovah wickedness, is not the author of what the Most High is about. First of all, you have to be a man to prophesy the word of the Most High, or to testify. Why? Because you have to have testicles. Because in the Bible, to prophesy or custom of testifying, a man has to hold his testicles. All right? If you want me to be more layman's terms, grab one of his balls. Okay? That's how you testify. So technically, women cannot testify.
Anatomically impossible.
Yeah, there you go. Anatomically impossible, which means it goes against your anatomy for a woman to testify. You can't do it, basically.
You read the scriptures, all the men was prophets. All the prophets was men.
That's that still won't wake them up. Here it is, you got 12. The Lord himself had 12 disciples, they're all men. If he wanted women, it would have been all women, or half, or whatever.
This is 1 Timothy 2:12. I'll start at 11. It says, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. So that's pretty clear, man. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection, man. Women ain't supposed to teach, man. They're supposed to learn. Shut their mouth and learn from their husband. Right? It says, verse 12, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over a man.
Yeah, see, you know, you could thank the so-called white man for this crap. All right, the author of confusion. You could thank the white man, the so-called white man, the Edomite, for all this damn confusion. For a woman to be exalted the way she is in this society, allowed to do any and everything she wants to do with no guidance and no sobriety, all right, and no respect, all right. This is what you gotta really think about, man. All right, the so-called white man has put everything out of whack, man. He's allowed all of this stuff to actually increase into a fucking a smorgasbord of bull crap. All right, this shit ain't. That's why America is prophesied to be destroyed. All right.
So I'll keep reading. It says an illegal sense of, which one testifies is testimony. It says in a legal sense, a testimony before a judge, which obviously the Most High is the ultimate judge. So the prophets were given testimony of what they saw, given from the Most High to give to the nation of Israel. All right, because they were the proof of God that He exists. All right. So, and we're in the same stead. All right, we're in the same stead of those prophets, which means that obviously there's reincarnation and that the Spirit of the Most High in truth, if He were to come back and give this word in the latter days, that means the prophets that you read in the Bible and all the way since the beginning of Genesis, they've been reincarnated back and forth. What's the proof of that? Is when the Lord said Himself that Elijah was John the Baptist. Okay, because John the Baptist was Elijah, and guess what? John the Baptist was around today. Paul is back today. Matthew's back today. All right, and guess what? They still have the spirit of that testimony in them. It started with Abba Bivens in 1969. Now it's all the way down to the apostles of GMS. All right, and all now down to us. Prophesying to you the testimony of the Most High, what's going to happen in these last days. We still got the spirit of the Lord, the testimony of the Lord. You know.
That's why when the prophet Ezra he saw the destruction of America, he said, woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? Why? Because he knew about reincarnation. He knew he would be there alive in the last days. Just like when the Lord said in Revelation 1 and 7 about he'll get the ones back that stabbed them. Right. What was he talking about? He was talking about the Roman guards. Why? Because he knows in the last days they're going to be reincarnated again in the last days. So reincarnation is all throughout the scriptures, man. And if you can't see it, that's the Most High blinding your dumb ass, man.
That's right. I'm sorry, there's one thing. That proves that the testimony, the spirit of testimony on the Most High and the prophets, they just don't stay in one time. You know, this is transparent. It goes throughout time ages. That's why throughout the Bible you have prophets constantly throughout time. There were those same men of the Lord coming back. Okay?
I was going to say, you had these 4 lamb tribes coming over there.
They were in shock and awe.
They saw this picture right here, and they were taking a picture of this. But then when I flipped it around, they looked at it and said, oh, come on, let's get out of here. That's what it said, right? Let's get out of here. That's all you fucking nigga, man. When that time comes, we'll cut your fucking head off. You fucking woman out there, you're going to get your titties cut off, man. When that time
It says, I'll read a little more record, right? This is all topic. It says, right before that, it says, in an historical sense of the testimony of the historian, an ethical sense of testimony concerning one's character, predominantly dogmatic sense of respecting read this. It says, it says in the Most High, in the prophecies of the Scripture concerning Yahweh Shai, the Messiah. Right, so testimony talks about the Lord Himself coming back. So to be a prophet of the Lord, or to testify, all right, you would have to speak of His comeback. And what does His comeback entail or speak about? It's the destruction and the glorification of His name and the rise of Israel, man. The setup of the kingdom of heaven with our Lord ruling. That's what being giving testimony involves, or giving that record. It says the endowments are conferred upon Him and the works done by Him. It says through the Holy Spirit and the Christians, which are the Israelites, blessed. That was it. I'll get a little more.
Right, this is 2 Peter 1 verse 21. It says, for the prophecy came not in old time by the will of men, but holy men of the Most High spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit. So that's basically going into what we're talking about. Yeah, it's talking about holy men that were moved by the Spirit of the Most High, man, which were who the prophets, man. Right? And then it said holy men. It didn't say holy men and women. It just said holy men. Right? Showing you that the Lord is dealing, as far as these prophecies, as far as prophets, He's only dealing with the men of Israel, which consist of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Not any other race. Not the so-called white race. Not the so-called African race. Not the Chinese man. Not the Arab man. The Most High is only dealing with His people, who are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's my own witness scripture. 2 Timothy 2:2. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men. But they only go around to one. The scripture said, and these things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men who should be able to teach others also. We're just talking about men. Those are the others.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. Verse 9. It says, the Lord is not slack concerning His promise, as some men count slackness. Because when it comes to men, some men count things being slack. And it's taking a long time. Slack. But as some men count slack, but the Lord isn't slack concerning His promise. But it's long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. But that all should come to repentance. But the day of the Lord was come up the elect. It's talking about the elect. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. Somebody can break that down. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
Right. Meaning what? It's going to come as a surprise to the majority of people, man. The only people that's not going to be surprised on the Lord's coming are the elected Israel, man. You know, two-thirds of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the scriptures say when the Lord returns, it's going to be as the days of Noah, man. And your people are going to be eating and drinking and sleeping.
What they do at night time.
Right. So it's gonna only come to a shock for the people that are not of the elected Israel. Right?
You know why? Because they have the record or the testimony of the Most High about the last days. And the people in the 1/3 that received it, they believed in the record. That's why it's happening. So it's all about prophecy and the prophets. They're giving that record or the testimony of the future events. Why? Because they have the record. And number two, the 1/3, they believe in the record or the testimony. So that's what we're doing through the Spirit of Yahweh Shai.
when we go into the night is going into the end of the age. Because when Yahushua returns, he's the day. He's the day star. So he's coming in and bringing a new age, a new day. So the night represents Esau. He's going down because Esau had his peak. Esau had this scripture speaks about new days. Esau had his peak when he was at the top of his power. Now the sun is slowly going down, and we enter in a new age, and that's when Yahushua rule, and Israel gonna be joint heirs with Yahushua.
I just got one thing to read and I'll finish off today. Yeah, so he just said a point, right? Which you just said. You said that what's happening now is proving that a new age. All right. So that's the point. The new age, I'm about to read it, is the kingdom of the Most High, or the kingdom of the Lord, the kingdom of Israel, with our Lord ruling. All right. So with Yahushua ruling. It says, I'll read it. It says, elsewhere, the testimony of Yahushua is that which he gives concerning divine things. So again, the prophets have the testimony. They have the record, right? And concerning divine things, the spiritual power that the prophets are going to get in the last days, all right? Which involves the healing of people who have faith or believe, or to cast down armies, or to bring in the kingdom by casting down all these armies by the spiritual power, by going to war, all right? Or what's another thing that's divine? The chariots. Yeah, that's right. What's another thing that's divine? The kingdom of heaven, which goes to this brother's point, the new age. So those are all things, like it says here. That's the testimony that Yahushua, in which he gives concerning divine things. It says, of which he alone has thorough knowledge. So the prophets have 100% knowledge, man. They have thorough knowledge. Knowledge means to know. The prophets have 100% knowledge of what's going to happen when the Lord comes back. And it says that the testimony he gave concerning future events, which are the prophecies, the microchip, right? The martial law, the famine, race riots. That's that part of that. That's part of the future events that we're talking about. All right? Prophecy, that's what we're testifying about. All right? Why? Because it was already recorded and shown to John in the island of Patmos. Daniel, they saw these visions, so they recorded them. And what the book is just a whole big testifying, man. All right, now to finish it off, it says that the testimony which he gave concerning future events relating to the consummation of the kingdom of the Most High. The key word is relating to the consummation. What's that word mean?
Consummation, all right, which the noun is the action of making a marriage or relationship complete by having sexual intercourse, right? Now that's spiritual, simply because the wife of the Most High is Israel. And the scriptures speak about the bridegroom coming. Israel, we're the wife of the Most High. You know? So the kingdom of heaven is going to consummate, everything that's being said.
Like we said, marriage means joined together. So the beginning of that consummation is going to occur when the elect is delivered into the chariots. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to occur when the elect are delivered into them chariots. The word marriage means joined together. So I got Revelation 21 on deck, where it says, Ron is doing too far. So that they're going to become joined together once the elect get delivered in that chariot, man.
And the other definition is the point at which something is complete or finalized. There you go. You said what? What is it?
Well, I'll read that again. So it says, concerning future events, we talked about, prophecy, everything we talked about as far as martial law, all that. About prophecy, basically, it says to the consumption, which he just broke down, which means to complete something, a consummation, to finish it, right? Or finalize something. And that finalization, it says consummation of the kingdom of God. What's the consummation? How you say that? Consummation. The consummation is the Lord. When he died for all of Israel. Because even when the Lord died, he said what? He said, that is the end, or this is it. It is finished. So like he said, this is finished. So what did he do? When the Lord died, he finished it. That's it. Now begin the kingdom of heaven. And now we're in those days now. All right? So it's finished. Now all we got to wait for is the Lord to come back. And it's right now.
It's the marriage. We go into the church. That's the intimacy. The what? The intimacy.
The chambers right there.
Yeah, the chambers.
I got it. Isaiah 26.
By my wife.
Go to definition. Alright, Isaiah 26 and 20.
Come into my chambers.
Isaiah 26 and
Consummation. Second definition is the point at which something is complete or finalized.
Yeah, the point is complete or finalized. And what's going to be complete? What's going to be finalized? 1 Peter 1:7. That the trial of your faith, being more precious than a fine gold that perishes, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua. So it's going to be finalized the trial of your faith. It's going to be finalized at the appearing of Yahushua. Which means Yahushua come back in the church, right? Now another scripture that popped in my mind is the book of James, right? Check this out. This is James chapter 1. It's James 1 and James chapter 1. I'm going to start from verse 4. It says, but let patience have a perfect work, that you may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Once nothing you may lack nothing. So your patience or the trying of your faith is staying sure that the appearance of Yahushua, that's a patience that has a perfect work. Maintaining your faith to the end. And in the end, when Yahushua comes, Revelation 21:1, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. The first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. The first heaven and the first earth, mean what? That first kingdom, that rulership. This Esau's world, this leadership, so we passed away.
It's funny, man. Isn't that the same scripture the Jehovah's Witnesses use to make that comic book? To make that comic book image with that land. So it's funny we're bringing that up because this is what we're talking about the word testify. But what started this whole thing off is these Jehovah's Witness can heads, jar heads, making us get into this, man. And here is the scripture that they use to draw a comic book out of, making it seem like a kingdom of God is a big land that's going to come down and boom, you know? And no, it's not. It's totally non-spiritual, man. That's the most entry-level. I can't even finish my sentence, man.
It's like pre-K,
it's a pre-K explanation, man.
Imagination shit.
It's not about that at all. It's not tangible, man. It's spiritual.
everything that's literal, they take it figuratively. And everything that's figuratively, they take it literally.
That clown down the street was going there, man.
And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth passed away, and there was no more sea. The sea represents the people. What's that? Revelation 17 and 15. Or 17 and 5, Revelation 17 chapter, like that. Verse 2, it says, and I, John, Revelation 17 and 15. Now John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem. And we go to the...
just passed by.
What?
Dove just passed by.
See that?
That's Mosai's favorite hamburger.
It says, and I saw, and I saw John, the holy city, and John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem. Right, New Jerusalem. If you go to Isaiah 52, it tells you, put on the garments of beautiful city, O Zion, put on thy garments, and Isaiah 52nd chapter, because Israel is like a true city.
It's not, y'all, I don't mean to interrupt you, but it came to my mind because the dove, flew right here and where the brother had. Scripture speaks about how the Most High can protect us through his feathers. Right. And the Lord's protecting us now, you just can't see it. The chariots is always there.
So the angels come us. men about it.
And that's because that scripture is what? Psalm 34:7. You know 34:7. That's the 34:7 scripture. You know? And it says, and as John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High of heaven. The holy city of Jerusalem was coming down out of heaven, man. Because they was delivered into heaven in the chariots. You're not talking about a 5-story mansion will come down with a driveway, a sink will be in there, and we just go all be in it.
Or even I mean, the drawing I saw was some actual landmass, man. It was like a big ass continent coming down, and you know what I mean? It's not talking about that, man.
And it says, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. So it's like it to a people. Why would it compare an actual building or land to that? It's talking about Israel. When Israel is walking like unto the Lord's woman, we saw in the book of Jeremiah 62. So Israel is going to be like a bride adorned for her husband. And the consummation of that marriage, will occur when Israel goes and gets delivered to that church, the elect, into his chambers.
Consummation right here. Isaiah 26 verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed.
Now what's that talking about? Coming to our chambers. Some of the so-called UFO, the chariots.
Right.
And it said, hide thyself for a little moment, to the indignation be overpassed. Indignation is just Bible anger. And it says, for a little moment is that 1 hour that it takes for America to be destroyed by way of thermonuclear destruction. So Israel gonna be in them chariots for an hour. And once that 6-minute period is up, not a second before, not a second after, Israel, the elect, gonna come down, and we're gonna enslave the whole planet Earth.
That scripture right here. It's Psalm 68 and 13. Though ye have lion among the pots, ye should be as the wings of a dove.
See that? There you go. We was lying among the pots. You know what? We was like scum at the bottom of the barrel, man. If you read the book of Ezekiel, it says the pot who scum therein. We was like the scum in the pot. We at the bottom. Nobody respects us. Everybody overlooks us, man. See, the Most High always deals with the lowly, because the lowly is always the one you never expect. It's always that little guy. It's always that guy you never expect. That's why the book of Ecclesiasticus, it tells you what? It says one that has never thought to have ruled and born a crown. That's us, man. So it says, though you were lying among the pots, go ahead.
Right, it says, though ye have lion among the pots, ye should be as the wings of a dove covered with silver, and her feathers with yellow gold.
Yeah, it's gonna be like wings of a dove covered in silver, water, and feathers with yellow gold. That's what we're gonna be in the chariots. And it says wings. Wings represent escape. Wings can also represent protection. Can you read this? Sirach 11 and 5.
Right.
And then go to see what 10 verse 4 says. Because wings also represent protection. Because the Lord said what? Oh, when I've been like a hen, I cover you in your wings. When a bird is covering their young, they cover with their wings to protect them from predators.
Yeah, that's why the Most High sent that dove over
So
here.
Most High sent that dove over
That's how Most High
here.
speaks.
Guess what? Most High could have sent the actual dove. He sent the actual dove. But guess what? There could be an actual chariot up there. We just can't even see it.
It's not here no more. The dove's not
You know
here.
what I'm saying? But guess what? The physical dove ain't here, but the spiritual dove is still here. Go ahead.
All right, Sirach 11 and 5. Many kings have sat down upon the ground.
Esau, Elam, Ham, Japheth, Ishmael. Go ahead.
Right, it says, and one that was never thought of had won the crown.
That's us. An example of that is King David. Nobody thought it was King David. It's going to be his brother. It's his son there, rather. So guess what? That one that's going to wear that crown is Israel. The crown represents rulership. Go ahead.
That's your name.
Let's go to 10 verse 4 says.
Alright, Sirach 10 and 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Yeah, in due time, the Most High is going to set over one that's profitable. That's Israel. In due time, he's going to set over one that's profitable. And we're in that time now. We're now entering a change of world. We're entering a change of
Transition of
world.
rulership.
A transition of rulership.
Yeah. Oh, I was holding something earlier. Because we brought out earlier
2 Peter 3 speaks about Yahushua is coming in the night. This is Lamentation 2 and 18. No, 20, 19. MJ 2 and 19. Arise, cry out in the night. In the beginning of the watches.
Crying out at night right now. That night represents Esau's people. We're crying out in the night, but what are we doing? We're crying aloud, fearing not. Lifting up our voice like a trumpet to show my people their transgression. That's Isaiah 58:1. Go ahead.
Right, it says, arise, cry out in the night. In the beginning of the watches, pour out thy heart like waters before the face of the Lord.
Yeah, we're pouring out our heart like waters before the face of the Lord. We do what? It's like we're crying unto the Lord. That's what we're doing. We actually go to destroy this goddamn place, man. You see they're pushing the chip. Okay? You see they're pushing the chip. Hard body. They're pushing that chip hard. Go ahead.
Lift up thy hands toward him for the life of thy young children that fainted for hunger in the top of every street.
And those children that's paying for hunger is Israel, man. Begin with the elect. They're paying for hunger, man. So Psalms 63:1 says what? My soul thirsted for thee in a dry, weary land where no water is.
And what's that hunger?